So when did Gotham start becoming 50 Shades of Grey? So in this episode we have, stuff going on with Fish, stuff going on with Jim Gordon, Harvey, Bullock, and Lee, and stuff going on with Penguin, and stuff going on with Bruce Wayne. So we have these 4 different storylines going on all at once. And I will admit, this show waited a bit too long to do its thing. I think this show should have not have had its long break. It's been about a good month since the last episode of Gotham came out, and it's just been I think it's just been ridiculously too long. I had kind of forgotten what happened in the last episode, and had to remind myself what happened. So the long break was definitely a problem, and then to be brought bang smack in the middle of such a major part of the season. Like, we're in the final parts of Gotham Season 1. So, as I say, the length of the break was a huge problem in this episode. But the episode itself was good to a point. As I said in the beginning, when did the show start becoming 50 Shades of Grey? So, basically, Harvey Bullock and Jim Gordon are investigating this serial killer rapist character by the name of Ogre, who I believe is a very obscure Batman villain, I think. But basically, this Ogre, played by Milo Ventimiglia, I butchered that name, but basically, the Ogre kidnaps this girl is then later found dead, and they're investigating. And it's revealed that Jim Gordon was pushed into investigating this matter because of Commissioner Loeb, who wants to try and get rid of Jim Gordon. The stuff going on with Fish. No, let's deal with that before we go on to the other storylines. Milo Ventimiglia, Ogre, is one of my favorite actors. I loved his role in Heroes. He does a really good job in The Divide. And if you haven't watched that movie, do go watch it. It is a really, really dark but really, really good film. And he's been in lots of stuff that I've liked. So, in this episode, he basically is playing this serial killer-esque rapist. The only problem is the character that he's playing comes a lot like something out of 50 Shades of Grey. And I'm not sure whether this particular story arc is kind of based on that kind of 50 Shades of Grey idea. It seems very, very similar to that, and based on what I've seen for next episode, I think it's kind of the same as well. I have no problem with that. I think it could be interesting. It's just, it's a very, very weird direction to go when you've only got something like 3 or 4 episodes left of the season. Sorry. So you then also have stuff going on with Fish. Fish is obviously held captive at the Dollmaker or the Dollmaker's house, and in this episode she basically tries to escape. Yeah, and you know, I had that sort of yeah, and kind of feeling towards this episode. I will admit, I think the length of the show was a bit too much of a problem for me. I was kind of a bit indifferent for this episode. But yeah, she escapes, she gets shot, spoilers. But yeah, she gets shot, fine. You know, it's just, it's not something that I particularly, you know, I think this episode didn't go anywhere, and I think because of where the break was, it stopped the flow of the show a little. I did like the stuff going on with Bruce Wayne though, and there is a bit where the Penguin and Bruce Wayne Bruce Wayne's going one way and Penguin is going another, and the Penguin just stops and goes, "Who's that?" But yeah, just, I liked the stuff going on with Bruce Wayne, and I liked Selina Kyle, and I liked the differences there. And his child actors are really, really good. It's just, there wasn't anything for me to really like or care about in this episode. I'm looking forward to the next episode, obviously. Hopefully we can get through the rest of the season without so much as a break. So, I'm Robonuts1 here. Sorry this video was a bit laggy. But I'm Robonuts1 here, and I shall see you later for another Gotham review. Bye.